In this video, I will show you how to use the AI for animation pipeline to train your own motion generator. We will reproduce the Quadruped model shown in the 2022 SIGGRAPH work using DeepPhases. To do so, we need to train a new PAE and GNN. First, we will prepare the training data for the PAE. Open the motion capture scene in the Unity project and go to AI for Animation, Tools, and Asset Pipeline. Select Quadruped Pipeline in the Setup field and Process Assets in the Mode field. Click Refresh to load all the animation clips you want to process and click Process. If this does not work, make sure you have the latest repository version and that the code in the Process Assets function in the Quadruped pipeline.cs script is not commented out. After data processing, every animation clip should have 4 modules in the inspector. Next, we need to export those level data for training the PAE outside of Unity and PyTorch. Click again AI for Animation, Tools and Asset Pipeline and select the DeepPhase pipeline this time in the Setup field. Click Refresh and Process to export the data. After export, go to Deep Learning dataset in the repository and copy the training data into the dataset folder of the PAE. In network.py, you can change the training parameters of the PAE. Make sure that the number of joins and the frame rate is matching with the settings of the motion editor in Unity. For the Quadruped, we recommend to set the number of phases to 5. Start the training by running network.py. After training, you will find your model and its parameters in the training folder. We will use those parameters now to label our mocap data with the learned phases. To do so, go back to Unity and open the DeepPhase importer under the AI for Animation header. Copy the absolute path of the parameters text file as well as the path of the stored sequences. For the tag input field, enter the number of latent phase channels, in our case 5, and write channels. When clicking Process, a DeepPhase module is shown in the inspector of the motion editor. Press Stop when all your animation clips are processed. With importing the phase parameters, we finish the data preparation and can export the training data for the GNN. Open the Quadruped pipeline and select the Export Controller mode. The data will be exported again to the Deep Learning/Dataset folder in the repository. Make sure that the number of channels matches with the tag in the DeepPhase module of the motion editor. Click Refresh and process. After export, copy the training data to the data folder in the GNN branch. In network.py, you can change the training parameters of the GNN. Make sure that gating and main indices are correct. You can check this by opening input label text file The gating index starts with the first phase value. Start the training by running network.py. After training, you will find your model in the training folder. Drag and drop it into Unity and open the runtime scene. Select your model in the Quadruped controller inspector of the dog character and press play. You can interactively control the dog with a gamepad controller. Congratulations, you have now trained a motion controller with DeepPhases.